Hi guys, welcome back to the Resinator. So as you can see, I'm doing coasters today, but I wanted something fairly simple to do, but also I wanted to pour these Druzy edge moulds from Moulds and Shapes again, because if you remember from when I did the last one, some of this chameleon powder is still in all of the little Druzy edge. It didn't all come out, so I could sit there and give it a good old clean out by hand, but I just figured, why don't I just do a pour and use a colour scheme that will look okay with that, and hope that the resin pulls some more of that out. So that's what I'm going to do, because I'm totally lazy. So I'm just going to do a puddle pour and see what we get. Could get a crackle effect, a dragon scale effect, could get a hot mess, but we're going to give it a go anyway, because I haven't done one of these in a while. So the resin's already mixed. I'm back on my favourite Apex High Gloss because I took delivery of some today, and the colours that I'm going to be using are Almost Midnight, Hydrangea, a dark blue and a light blue, and then Rose Quartz, but I want it slightly more rose gold, so I'm just going to add the tiniest little bit of Secret Gold interference powder into that, and then we're going to puddle pour them all. Simple as that. So I'm going to move my mould out the way for a second, and we are going to mix our colours up. So those coasters are 5 ounces each, and I didn't want to just do 2 lots of 5 ounces, because putting that in the debubbling machine, there's a very real risk of, while it's debubbling, because it pushes all the bubbles to the top, that it might overflow. So I thought, well, let's just split it across 3. So first of all, I want to keep a bit back, because I want to do a clear push, obviously. So let's keep a bit of that back. I should have done this across 4, but I can only really fit fit 3 in my debubbling machine. A bit more out of that one. Okay, so while I'm making this mess, it's like a big old chemistry experiment. So let's do our Almost Midnight first. Give it a good mix, scrape the stick, might need a little bit more. Next, we're going to mix our hydrangea. I don't actually think I'm going to need any of that gold interference powder. I forgot how goldy this is, so I think we'll leave that as it is. So this is the Rose Quartz, and it's by Mayspring, and it's really gorgeous. Let's move these out of the way for just a sec. so I can clean up this mat before I bring the moulds back in. And I've had to put them diagonally in there because it doesn't actually fit that way around. If it didn't have these little taggy bits on the end, the mould would fit in there okay, but it doesn't, so it is what it is. Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to start with the blue, or the almost midnight. And then the hydrangea. Oh, I nearly knocked that over then. And then we've got the rose quartz. And then back to the blue, and I'm just going to alternate between all three of these until the moulds are full. I think I've got just enough room in there for my clear push. There we go. So I think I'm going to let those close a bit, and then when I can see how much room I'm going to have in the centre, I'll possibly put something in the middle there. I'm going to use up what I've got left here in this butterfly mould. Well, it does seem to be closing, so that's good. Just move that over for a second, and then I can just get rid of, hopefully I'm still on camera, I might not be. I'm just going to get rid of everything that I've got left in these cups into my drip mould. I think it might be time to get something in the centre of that. So I've got these midnight sapphire sort of texture bits with little bits of blue in. So let's find a stick. I am actually going to stand up and do this because I need to be standing over this. Hopefully I'm not disturbing it too much. But I don't want to touch that anymore, so I think I'm going to leave it as it is. Hopefully I haven't just ruined that. Okay, so I'm going to wait for all that to stop moving, and then as soon as it's finished doing what it's going to do, I'm going to pop the lid on this and we'll get the curing machine on. So I'll see you back for the demould. These are all cured now and they look really interesting from this side, but I'm not sure if they've actually done anything from the other side. As much as I love the moulds and shapes moulds, I find it difficult not being able to turn these over and have a look at what's going on the other side. But you know, they're still amazing moulds. That's just me being impatient and wanting to see what's going on. Anyway, let's demould them and have a little look. Well, straight away there's still a little bit of that chameleon powder left in the mould, so I might have to bite the bullet and actually clean it out properly. Okay, let's have a look. Oh well, they've done something. It looks like we've got the start of a dragon scale effect there. My centre's not very centre-ish. But I do like these colours. Yeah, I like that. Let's have a look at what the other ones come out like. Yeah, cool. I like that. They've both come out really cool. Let's bring them up. Would have been nice to get this pattern a little bit further in, but I do like this. That one's a bit more central. But as I was pouring it, I realised I was going off a little bit off centre. But I do like them. It reminds me of looking down into the abyss. I don't know whether you can see as well the tiny little bit of blue sparkle that is in this centre. I'm not sure if it comes out on the camera, but that was this midnight sapphire. You can certainly see the blue sparkle in there, but to the naked eye you can see it, but I'm not sure if it comes out on camera. But on the whole, I'm pleased with those. They at least did something, so I don't think they're a fail. So if you like what I'm doing, please pop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a couple of little clicks, it's free, and it really helps me grow the channel. Links to everything that I've used in this project will be down in the description, along with the links to my Amazon wish list and to buy me a coffee. Memberships are also open, so the buttons will be down there to join as a member, and also the super thanks button. And everything that comes in from all of those gets put straight back into the channel to keep me buying supplies. Thank you to all of my members and subscribers. I really appreciate every single one of you. You guys and this community is what keeps me going, and all that's left to say is thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Take care everyone. Bye.